So, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Claire, not Crystal. Everything I do is channeling and healing and clearing energy. So, meaning that, yeah, I'm using a lot of cards, but I can equally do it without the cards, and the cards just back up what God is saying through me to really own it. But so maybe someday I feel that's part of it. Everything I say is part of the channeling. Whoever this is for really needs to own it. You need to own it, whatever it is for you. And actually, on this occasion, I am going straight in on here. I don't want to, like, I was going to say waffle, but let's face it, channeling is waffling when you don't know what it is. It just sounds like, so this is hilarious. I just like it came up on the, so long story short, but like, when you go to the any page, right, like it'll suggest the like videos from like a year ago and 2 years ago, and it's really, it's really pretty handy. So basically, anyway, it's showing me a video of mine that is from like it was actually from nearly a year ago. I think it was from like the 18th of February last year, unless I'm, God, it might even be like 2 years ago, but I think it's only a year ago. But anyway, that doesn't matter, time's an illusion. But I can tell it's the same energy. But the reason why I'm laughing is because it was like for 10 minutes, and I was like, it's funny when it's me, and I'm like, God, Claire, get to the fucking point. But the thing is like, that's the way that they use me, the medicine. It's like the people that are meant to get frustrated and impatient will just fuck off, and they weren't meant to. Sorry to be so blunt, but again, with all the Capricorn planets, Mercury being there in particular, that's how it is. I just looked at 144. Yeah, the 144. The messages that I put out are for the 144. And again, I'm not saying that in the way of I'm not keen on the way that some people deliver messages, like, it's not in this kind of like we're the only special ones and we're the chosen ones, although, like, that has to be owned about that too, that that is a thing. When you are anointed and you are here to do good work in the world, you are protected in a strong way. And it's basically like, you shouldn't fuck with people that are uh, basically part of that group. It's not wise, like, because we're here to protect people, we're here to protect everyone. God, I'm coming in really strong here. And again, remember, it's not me, they're talking through me, but it's like I don't want to go too deep into this, but speaking in code, because I do speak in riddles and metaphors and everything. I'm a shaman that's particularly here. I don't know why that's going in and out of focus. Why is it doing that? It's a bit annoying. That means something. It's like someone's going in and out of being their true selves. I'm going to maybe have to stop that if it doesn't. That's going to be really annoying when you're watching it. Right, I brought the sage through, but I didn't light it. I'm just going to... stopped it now. That was weird. I've never seen it do that before. Whatever is causing that, stop it. Fuck off. Guys, I'm a modern mystic and shaman. That's how I tell the dark energies to... Yeah, that's right. This message is going out. That's the devil, guys. See? That's the energies that in the session last night. That's because there was some powerful clearing and shamanic work done last night. Whenever I do a session, that's what it is, and in that particular session as well, because it doesn't always happen, but it happens every now and again. It was very clear that what I was helping the person with, that it was like, because there was a deep level of trust there, and I just got the go ahead. I was like, would you mind if once we've done this, could you, and there was somebody else there was like, could you hold space for me to do what I need to do? Because somebody needs to hear all of this. As a shaman that's fully empowered, I can journey for myself. But like I always say, there are things that happen to me in my life that, they're either so traumatic that it's like I'd just be a complete wanker dick to myself. I've never said wanker dick, but I just said that. It's hilarious. That's how tired I am. I'm just saying it. But yeah, I'd be a total dick to myself to like not allow somebody else to hold that space for me. And by the way, they made me put the Wonder Woman mini mug there in the shot, so they're really pulling in that energy of mine at the heart, like the warrior spirit, to come in here. So, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, if you've seen my shorts and you've seen my posts, I'm in a weird kind of hyper mood because of like it was a marathon session. I'm not saying exactly how long it was because quite frankly, I don't think people would even believe me or me and the peoples if I said, but that's the power when generators come together. We generate a lot of energy. But yeah, absolutely never any regrets, and it was I was about to say fun, but fun doesn't feel the right word. But we did make it fun after we faced the demons that needed to be faced, which there's always some within ourselves, or the fear and everything. Looked at 555, big change, and the demons, the dark energies that are trying to stop the unions. And remember, I have to stress this because I have to, that a lot of people still get confused about this. Demons and entities can work through literally anyone around you. So it doesn't mean it's the person themselves, a karmic energy, but they're working through a lot of people that you love. And if you are someone yourself, or you're aware that somebody just does not take care of their spiritual hygiene whatsoever, which is not the same as how much you have a bath and a shower and brush your teeth, guys. It's like your spiritual hygiene. So for instance, that's why I got the sage. Like I'd already saged my own energy, smudged the space and me, and then I just felt really called to do that again there, and you saw why, because that was doing that weird focusing in and out, and I've actually never seen it do that. But again, I do feel it's to whoever this is for, you're going in and out of your true self. Like it's like, is it safe to be seen? Is it not? Is it safe to be seen? Is it not? Like that's what I'm feeling, or that's where you're going to get to at some point. But before I like go any further, I'm going to do a past life reading, but I kind of want to get through it. Not quite. I mean, yeah, in half an hour would be good. But if it ends up being longer, it's longer. But I'll need to go and turn the oven off because, like I said, I had a bacon patty scored roll at like late afternoon tea time, and now I'm having a mini wee pie. I know I don't need to tell you what but it's like I'm another little kind of Sunday steak dinner, but it's a mini one. And I don't usually do that. A lot of the times, just eating one thing is enough for me. But it was like I really, I can feel they want me to do some extra grounding, and I'm just kind of so anyway, blah blah blah. That's in the oven right now. So when my alarm goes off, I'm gonna go. But I'm totally surprised that I managed to find some energy to do this. But the thing is, it's because this are my Israel will probably weirdly give me energy. But what I'm trying to say is, I slept for a couple of hours, but then it's like you can tell from how much I've posted the videos, like they just kept giving me all these downloads. It's all these reunion ones. I caught Titanic on. I'm now being drawn to the Toblerone. Wait a minute, I need to show people what I mean. Some of you know what I mean, and one of you knows because you gave me it. They've pulled me to that deck. Oh no. They've pulled me to the deck that I don't like because it's a Halloween one. And it just feels a bit, I don't know, anyway, whatever, I'll use it. Yeah, so I love you. So that's somebody's divine masculines bringing in that message. And remember, some people's divine masculine can be a female. And in this particular occasion, I know that this is for a male, and this is it's basically for a male. This is for a male. And I'm not going to specify whether divine feminine or divine masculine, because if this is yours, you're going to know. And yeah, so, and remember what I say, like so actually I kind of feel like this is for a divine masculine, a male. Sorry, wait a minute. I feel this is for a male that may feel right now more divine feminine, but it could be the case that the more, you tune into these, that actually you're able to shift into your divine masculine. Or you could just be a man that is meant to be in divine feminine. But it's like, I know who this is going to speak to, but it'll speak to many of you out there. So it'd be really interesting if anyone, is in a place where you can comment on that. But if you don't worry. It's just, I've been given strict instructions to do it this way. So like I said, you know, when I do get instructions like that I'm like, no, this is for a male, this is for a female, or this is for a male divine masculine, this is for a female, I'm going to say it because I know that I am very respectful. And like I say, you know, to be honest, I kind of, I'm overly respectful of all that because I could, you know, I think you can probably read between the lines that a lot of the shit that's went on over the, that's, sorry, the way that I just said that's quite funny. The way that a lot of the stuff that's went on, I think is frankly fucking ridiculous. But yeah, for me, it's about it's more about the fact that I know that some divine masculines are female and some divine feminines are male. That's really how it is for me. So anyway, blah blah blah. But what I was going to say is, like, yeah, I'm a shaman that's here to honor the different decisions that people made about their sovereignty and stuff. In regards to the last couple of years. So I think that's quite obvious what that means. And the fact that it's got to 11:11 right now means it's go time to do this. So I'm just going to get into it all. So if you don't know what I meant by that, you don't know what I meant. And they also got me to pick up the tiny weeny wee deck here. So now these are the cards from last night after I finished that. Well, actually, no, it was before I came off the call. I pulled these cards and it was hilarious. We were having a bit of a mic drop moment because I pulled those cards. And it was like mic drop because it was like obviously I'd done the usual where I just said it because they say it through me. Always to keep it humble, guys. At 11:44, God speaking through me. And Isis, I mean, I really have to, like, I know when Goddess Isis is working with me stronger than ever, and holy fuck, that was last night. Yeah, I feel deeply, it's very hard to describe how I feel today. I'm very teary and very emotional, but I just keep bursting out in tears with gratitude for what the healing that went to the people involved last night, including me, because whenever I hold space for somebody else's healing, because I am holding space for you to heal yourself, you know, for you to be empowered. But I always honour that myself, that you know, that gets created by me holding the space. Like, you know, there's some magic that happens there by the person being guided to book it at the certain time that's divinely timed, me deciding to, in that case, being like, you know what, I don't work weekends, but this needs to get done now on a Scorpio moon, and holy fuck, we all know why. And it was more than just for the people involved, it was for the collective. And again, like I said, I can tell they're talking through code of me right now, but it's a little bit like, you know, there's a big bit like when a lot of these big twin flame, all twin flame unions are big, right? But when a lot of the ones come in that have went through absolute hell and fuckery, not a coincidence that the card for today on the shorts was I've went through hell and back. That's exactly what I would say we done last night, because Scorpio moon is hell to me. It's again, if you've got Scorpio moon, I see you and I honour you, and I bet you handle it like a boss because you have to. But a Scorpio moon for the collective is always rough. It's when the dark black magic witchcraft is at an all-time high. And it's definitely, if you experience that on a higher level, I would always recommend that you try and schedule your session around a Scorpio moon. But you really don't need to worry when it is, because my Pluto 0 degree Scorpio in the 12th house, we're going to get to it. And I needed to be in mega badass mode to just be on guard for whatever bits and bobs that I needed to take over with the people last night. But it was, yeah, really, really proud. I'm so serious right now, but really, really proud of what took place. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go on about anything more because a lot of miracles happened and they'll yet to be unfold as time goes on. But I couldn't possibly begin to put into words what happened because for once, I'm still trying to process it myself. And okay, that will be a lack of subject, but it's just, yeah, no words, absolutely no words. I'm amazed that I was used as a vessel to deliver these miracles, but the person themselves will be able to say it better. And I've said to her, no, absolutely no rush. You're going to need time to process it too. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so the point in that is when you need support and you're guided at 1444, they've guided me to 3 times on this. That means it's real go time. When I see it that many times in such a short space of time, there's a lot going on. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into this. So, they do want me to show you those, so, because it affects the collective. Truths Unveiled, the revelation of Isis. So, this was directly after I'd just said something about, I don't know, I can't even remember, guys. I just said something about feeling that Isis energy worked really strongly, and it just felt very true. This truths are being unveiled. Truths are being unveiled about everything. Truths are being unveiled about wherever you've been cloaked a little bit with what your abilities. So people might not be able to see that with me because I've been doing this for nearly 10 years in public, 9 years this year. And like, and I've been helping Twinflames the majority of all that time as well, because that's the only people I ever attract. You know, it's not that people don't watch and they're not Twinflames don't like, but you know, and they don't like what I do, but it's kind of like that's who ends up doing the deeper work with me. And it's kind of like, what are they saying to me? It's about the truths that are being unveiled about the fuckery around people too. And it's just all very, you know, there's a lot of divine masculines realising that they were lied to at least somewhere along the line, and they're pulling me at the word swan on the heater box over there. So swans are about true love to me. Somebody needed to hear that right now. Yeah, well, and that actually makes sense. Yeah, a lot of divine masculines are realising who their true love is, and because they just made me catch that bit of Titanic, which, listen, guys, you know, I've got a really blunt sense of humour. I could have done without, because I was fucking sobbing. I was like, I'm only watching this bit and I'm turning it off. But the bit that I caught at was the bit where he's been falsely accused of the diamond in the pocket. So what they were saying to me was, at some point, a divine feminine, because that's what I see the jackass in the film. That sounded like I said jackass. Yeah, there's a lot of jackasses involved in this dynamic, but maybe you're quite American and you use the word jackass, because that's not something that I would say. But yeah, he's set up. Remember, he's set up by the horrible, horrible fiance, like the karmic. That might be quite specific to someone's situation, by the way. I have no idea, but yeah, you know what I mean, like the controlling, horrible bastard that's not letting Rose go. And but these, you know, there's quite that can also be the mum in the film. Is, you know, she's it's because it's all about money, isn't it? Like they've got absolutely no, oh shit, I just realised that actually. They've got absolutely no money, and she needs to marry into that family for them to survive. Like, that's not fair. You can't do someone do it. So anyway, blah blah. I don't know if that's gonna have something to do with all of this, but it will to someone. But anyway, there's lots of truths being unveiled. So scales of balance, the just like that, the legal justice is coming in, the karmic justice is coming in. And remember, with the nature of me being closely linked to Saint Germain and Lady Portia, which is all about that, there's a lot of shit going on there. Ancient tantra of the soul, also the sexual healing energy is really powerful right now, because we just come out the Scorpio moon last night, and that is the 8th house of sacred sex. I mean, it's a house of any kind of sex, so we're clearing the energy of all the distorted kind as well, and sex addictions, anything like that, but it's sacred sex as well. Yeah, you could be going through some real huge initiations, or you may have been in this for quite some time, years. I saw 184, and that's my birthday, that's a union number. Spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. And then the last one, which is every single video that you're watching, if you choose to watch this, if you're open to it, is pulling your energy back. Anything I do is soul retrieval, but the difference being, you'd be like, well, if anything you do is soul retrieval, why would I pay for a session? You find that out when you book the session. It's different. It's times it by 1,000,000. And that's why I say to people, watch the free stuff. I don't do work with people unless I know that they have watched the free stuff. I also just got drawn to 18.4 there, because it was 1840. So that's twice I've been drawn to 18.4. And remember, and that's what's weird, on that video from a year ago, I got drawn to those numbers, but I hadn't worked out that they were trying to tell me that's union at that point, right? So, anyway, that's what it means now to me. When I see it, sometimes it's something unique to me, but I now take it as it means union. So, but look, soul retrieval, but it's the wording, deep healing with the goddess. And that's what all of us know last night. It felt like it was like, you know, the space was being created for Goddess Isis to come in and do that healing. And again, whenever that beautiful client wants to, soul fam client, soul sister wants to write something about it, or however she wants to, I think that's going to be really quite amazing, depending on the bits and bobs she wants to share. But there was something that another psychic person healer had told her that would happen to her at some point, and then it connect. That was, she won the mic drop basically, because I pulled these cards, and then we had to end it somewhere because we couldn't get off the call, because it's just, yeah, but we're all exhausted, and yeah, but yeah, so please do, if you've been on my radar for years and you're struggling with really, really dark shit, I'm more than sure you've done enough yourself. Please just come and allow somebody else to help you with the next bit. Sometimes it's the last fucking bit. Are you that holding on to your pride that you wouldn't just let somebody help you with the last bit to, like, some of you it's not the last bit, and we need to, because remember, soul retrieval never ends. We have to all keep pulling back our power for loads of different things, but you have to recognise, especially the healers and the leaders out there and the guides and the teachers, whatever you want to call yourself, media, because this is the people that I attract. Either you've not fully stepped into that or you already have. Those people really need to hear it. You need to find people. If it's not me, you need to find somebody that you trust, that you can be vulnerable with, to let you integrate your shadow. Because I'm sick of feeling and seeing that out there. There's a lot of powerful people, but that's where you're letting yourself down. So it's not me giving you a out. It's coming through, and it's coming through quite strong. And before you turn the finger back on me, be like, well, do you do that? Yes, I fucking do. And I've actually done it recently. I just don't say when I do it because of the people that spiritually attack me as it gets to my twin flames numbers. Hilarious. Not hilarious that it happens, but that's why the wise ones like it. We don't say exactly when, and I protect the fuck out of myself even more after I've heard something like that. So anyway, with that being said, I've only got like a tiny amount of these cards. So, like I said, I feel this is for a male twin flame, but there's no reason why it might not resonate with others, but it's just, I've been given instructions there. And no, it's not for my twin flame. I'm just going to, say that. I know who it's for. But I just, I don't know what's going to come through yet, so, well, yeah, let me tell you, that although that could tie in with my twin flame too, but like this smell, powerful. When I see the wheel, that's like ancient, powerful medicine. And look at what I was saying about justice, document, scales. Karmic justice is coming in for you, okay? And anyone else that you like, if you feel this is yours. I love myself, I believe in myself. The affirmation that just popped up, oh, that's interesting. I just had a memory flash up on my phone that's interesting. There's stuff to do with karmic energy here, because it's just, there's definitely photos I need to delete in my phone. It's weird how that happens, isn't it? Right, let me just find the affirmation that just popped up, because it was really, it's important for the person. Right, so what does it say? It says, why is that? I'm getting out of the way. I'm falling in love with myself, taking care of myself. Well, that's nice, but that wasn't the one that popped up. I forgive myself for mistakes I made when I didn't know better. These are the ones that you need to know. I'm proud of myself for getting this part. I just said that. It didn't actually say that. Oh, it said that. I love in myself, I believe in myself, I support myself. So those are all the affirmations that I want you to take on board. Everyone, actually. But definitely if you feel this is for you. And like I said, I know that the person knows that this is for them. So, and there'll be things that I channel here that like it's going to be like, crazy, like I won't even know how strongly that resonates. But so by the way, that also means that's your twin flames higher self coming in to say I love you. So and it'll be for, oh my god, wait a minute already. I need to go and turn the oven off. I'll pause this. Right, I just turned it down a wee bit, like really low. I didn't turn it off, so in case anybody cares out there about me, which I know you do. There's a lot of people that fucking don't mind you. They don't want me to be doing well. But anyway, I've picked up these, they're fucking giant. I've picked up these giant cards, and like I said, no, I don't like all that pish on the front either, though, the witchy shit. But there's cards in this that have got good words to pick up on dark stuff, and I know that there's dark stuff that has affected this person in the past that is no longer welcome. Oh, it just shot out. It might be gossip or, whoa, oh my god. So, with this person recently, like I know that this person has saw me talking about this, and I said it very, very recently, because I can't, we all know how passionate I am about sage for myself. It is my chosen method. To clear the darker energy, because that's what I deal with people every day, but for myself as well. If you work with sage, it'll work with you. If you respect it, it'll respect you. If you just see it as some new age, I don't usually say new age, so maybe the person watching this, maybe you say that or other people do, but whatever you call different things, if you see it as some kind of, oh, you know, whatever, but if you respect it, it'll respect you. Now, so this can be for whoever it resonates with, but I really do feel you need to incorporate using this more. Because, like, I mean, it's just, you know, the fact that I used it at the start and you saw why I needed to because of the fucking whatever zooming in and out, it was getting annoying. Yeah, purification. So I'm going to read this, but I feel this is linked to what's been done recently. Let's see. Now this is kind of going off track with the past life stuff, but I do my own stuff, so I follow my own rules. Shrubby, sage, sacred space. I'll purify and cleanse your place. Vibrations raised, no longer stuck. Already, I know that you're going to know what that means. Assist I shall to bring you luck. This magic is worked with harm to none. Right, that's a bit I don't say because it's too witchy for me. You become stagnant when it comes to making magic and taking a dim view on what once lit you up. Not anymore though, because they're talking about what's just been cleared. Stale energies have blocked magical intentions and prevented desired outcomes. Time for a little spiritual spring cleaning, or a big one. Use my white variety in a cleansing ritual to smudge contaminants and get your working space ceremonial clean. This is quite interesting because basically, I say this all the time, but I feel the need to say it. If you find that like you attract a lot of clutter or things like that, because again, everyone knows I make no secret of it. I've been surrounding clutter my whole life. When I found out I had ADHD in particular, along with the fact that I'm a magical shaman that taps into dimensions that, you know, that is, it's not your everyday thing for a lot of people. You know, I still always say about the practical thing, it does mean that clutter can accumulate quite quickly. You have to sage the space before you tidy because that lifts the stagnant energy, and then you'll find that if you do that properly and you treat it like a, you know, a sacred ritual, a process, then try to tidy up, and I promise you it will be easier. It will be if you believe and you work with the sage. But where people get it wrong is sometimes you try to tidy the space and then you, that's what's very kind of like modern about it, you know, in that kind of cringe way. It's like, oh, now I'm going to smudge the space after I've tidied it. No, that's great if you're somebody that's great in tidying, you find that easy. Like you're great at tidying. Sorry, remember guys, my words aren't going to be that great because I'm so tired. But it's going to be, it's good for just letting, you know, bringing out the message. But so yeah, if you particularly do struggle with things like that, right? Because a lot of highly, you know, gifted and tuned people do, it's, you know, when we're connecting to such higher dimensions, it can be quite hard to live in this physical world, which is why it's important that you walk out in nature, that you ground, or you eat things that ground you, like potatoes. Like, it's not a coincidence I've got a tatty and nothing there in my wee pie there, because it's like, that grounds me, you know what I mean? I could eat baked tatties every night, I'm not gonna lie. It's a cheap tea and I fucking love it. Like, do you know what I mean? But it's like, even when I'm meant to be living like a queen and a goddess and very abundant, I will be eating baked tatties, right? Because I love them. I was brought up in them. It's so funny because if you can, it can make you sick or something when you're given it a lot when you're wee, or you can just find it comforting. And my sister can't stand it because we used to get a lot when we were younger, and I love it. Like, I love baked tatties. So anyway, and my mum and dad still love it too. So anyway, big up the tatties. There might be something here about Irish sort of stuff or whatever, and me going on about tatties. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's all I need to read about that. So that's all they wanted to bring out of that deck. Because I was wondering, usually when I go for that deck, it's because the gossip card fucking leaps out. But I think that's going to be relevant too. But anyway, so we'll put that aside here. Right, let's get in the spread. And if you saw the ones that I've done, by the way, can I just say, I've spoke to people recently, and you know, whether it was the people that I spoke to yesterday or the, you know, or other people, it's like people have really enjoyed those two, the, you know, just the two past life ones that I've done, and like that, you must be feeling my excitement about it, because that's a huge part of my work. It's been a huge part of my work since I've done all of this, but it's a really good sign that, you know, maybe focus on that. So like I said, I'm only planning on doing the past life bit this week, and then I'll focus on the new earth future energy, but it'll, you know, it's all coming into every video anyway, but I might try and make that a staple once a week or something at least, because I love doing it, and it seems to, whoever it spoke to, it really, really spoke to, and a lot of people felt a lot of big activations and epiphanies, which is what I deliver in everything I do, but, you know, particularly, so, yeah. So, and again, you know, with that, some of them were pretty rough. The first one was rough, so I do feel I need to say sorry if it was really triggering, but sorry, not sorry, because it's what came through and I'm just delivering it, and I have to really honour myself that it's not easy really to deliver difficult stuff. It's not really easy to do any of the work that I do. A lot of it is difficult. Which is why you really need to be empowered before you do some of this. If you are called to do some of the deeper work that you see me doing, yeah, it's wise that you have good teachers and mentors and stuff that know what they're doing. So, 1, identify what energy did you have in a past life. So this will be interesting. So like I said, I know that this is intended for a male out there, and let's see, I've got a feeling what cards are going to pop out. It's going to be like one of the really intelligent mystics or saints of the past. I kind of feel like if it's not actual Isaac Newton, something like, like Rudolf Steiner. I don't even know if Rudolf Steiner's right. It probably is, or Edgar Cayce or something like that. It's something. It's something, because this person's very intelligent in that area. So I don't even know really. I'm not even. I'm showing my ignorance for shit like history and that. But Aristotle. I mean, we'll take it, guys. He's got a book in his hands, and I know that this person likes that. And who's this on the bottom? I don't know this one. Spiritual Martin Caballero, Spiritual Pilgrimage. So, and Socrates. So there's a lot that really want to come in here, but I've got to stop somewhere. So, it wasn't any of the ones that I mentioned, but it's basically what this will be. It'll be another sort of layer or dimension that maybe you watching this is going to speak to you. Remember, that can be more than the person I know this is for. You've got a funky hairdo, hasn't he? Anyway, here's a silver fox. Remember I said there's quite a few good looking fuckers in here, whether they're male or female. But basically, I mean, I'm fucking hyper because I've hardly any sleep. Anyway, let's work with it. It's quite funny. Do you know what it feels like? I said that in an email to someone recently that I've connected with. It feels like I've been at a house party all night and I've done an all-nighter, and it's like when you just don't want to stop. But it's like, how weird is that when there's like no drink or drugs involved, but it feels like there has been. But that's because the energy that I can sit in for such a long period of time takes me so high in the dimension. But that's why I don't really want to get into all of that. But it's like, I'm really not a fan. I'm really actually quite against like a lot of the things that people use to access these states. I'm going to annoy people, but I see it as a bit of a cop out really, and I find it quite dangerous. It can open up really dangerous portals. I've said that before, but anyway. And that's probably why the sages come through here, because I know that person knows all of the stuff that means too, and is so, different. But it kind of, what I'm being reminded of here as well is, when I haven't really properly spoke about that film in depth, but I cannot tell you how much that Jesus Revolution, I keep saying revolution or resurrection, I think it's Jesus Revolution, only came out last year, really touched my soul and my heart. And of course I said that at the Jesus number 33. You cannot make this stuff up. And they're just pulling me the card deck called Talking to Heaven. Aye, Heaven's talking to us right now. Yeah, but it was particularly the bits for, there's a twin flame couple in that film, but I feel more strongly about calling them like a kingdom spouse couple, because it's really the same thing. But it's like a young couple that, they're doing drugs and getting drunk and everything, because it's meant to be in that era. But it's like, she recognises first, like, because her sister nearly dies, and then she manages to get her to spew and all that, and it's like, saves her. And, I've actually been in situations like that, where I've been in the right place at the right time. And I know a lot of other people that I've connected to have been to as well. And it's like, it's fucking scary. And it's kind of like, is it worth it? So, I feel this is going to tie in and make sense for, for people that may be around, anyone that's going to be connecting with this as well. And it's kind of like, because remember, it can be lots of different people that resonate with this. And that's what I got from that film. She sees it first and she's like, nah, there must be other ways to find, this higher energy than doing it like this. And then it's her that saves the guy, because he nearly loses his life in a car crash. So anyway, you need to watch it. It's like so many amazing things. And like I said in some of the other videos, it's brilliant for just remembering to check your ego when you're a healer and doing work and all this kind of stuff, because that brings me to this. Like what I said about when I'm doing this and I'm saying, oh, you were this person in a past life. Remember, many, many people could have been. Like, so for instance, I'm clearly definitely the last night, but I don't work with those ISIS cards like every day or anything, because it's really potent energy and it's very strong. And it's like, sometimes I have to be in my very unconditional love, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Jesus energy, and it's a bit softer. But with some things, and on a Scorpio moon, I have to be in that badass Isis or even Goddess Kali energy. We need balance, you know, and it's kind of like, but yeah, I am one of the twin flames that is extremely connected to Goddess Isis with my healing, you know, with the fact that I don't do soul retrieval like anybody else. It's my own thing, and I weave it with all the different qualities that I do. And I basically just sit on my couch, comfy as fuck, and I do it that way. But other times I have to use tools and that, but I don't have to is the point. I just do it, you know, to sort of add another element. And but I'm not saying I'm the only one that was Goddess Isis. But some people do that. So I have to stress that, you know, because in that film, the guy, he does actually weirdly, he looks like Jesus. And he starts to get like a bit of a kind of ego about it, you know, and like people are like, wow, this is quite weird. And that's when it goes a bit culty kind of thing. And it's like, so I just have to stress that when I do this. It's like, if this is you or anyone that connects with this, there'll be scary similarities and things that you resonate with these beings, and you can call on them for the traits to help you with things. And you might be a bit like me, that some of them it's like, whoa, it almost, you know, people will be like, you are that person, but just remember what I said, you know. And by the way, I am actually getting drawn to that Jesus statue over there, so I really do feel the people that connect with this big time, the men out there, or women, like I said, women could resonate too, you really do connect with Jesus too. So Socrates, divine connections. So, you know, divine connection, but like I said, I'm going to pick up on the twin flame connection for this person too. And when I say this person, it can be lots of many people. So idealism and spiritual pilgrimage. But let's just see what, I do need to read them all they're sent to me. So don't worry, I've got my, wait a minute, St. Joseph, divine creation. Patron saint of fathers and the divine masculine. Look what I've just been guided to. The 19th of March might be significant. Wow. St. Joseph teaches us to realise our life and our purpose, comforting you with the knowledge of your own meaning in the world and the courage to grow and succeed. Where there's a door shut, Joseph will build you a ladder to get through the open window. That actually nearly made me cry, because that's what I was saying recently to people I've connected with, is that in the work that I do, everyone, regardless of age, it's reparenting. And that can be for those of us that, you know, we're really close to our mums and dads and all that. We all need it somewhere. And I don't care what age someone is. Like I've said before, a lot of my clients are a lot older than me. And that really humbles, and it's doing that fucking thing again. Why are you doing that? Why are you zooming in and out? I might need to leave it like that. I know it's a bit on the carpet, it's annoying me, but I don't know why it's doing that. That stopped it. Right, so yeah, that feels like it was picking up on that energy, that like, if you connect with this, like, it's time for you to realise your power. And I think that's something that I said at the start. So and remember, if anyone out there is watching this and you've done the group soul retrieval, can I just say to you, you know, some of you might not have realised, because when I realised, I was like, that's huge. The day that the soul retrieval is 3 weeks, right, which is when the people's power come back full. It doesn't mean it can come, it actually is starting to come back with people like instantly. It always has done with some, but it's like, that's when you're fully in your strength. And it's Valentine's Day. So guys, I know it's like there's a dark energy behind Valentine's Day, right? It's all the fucking bullshit. Even the fact that it's an Aquarius season, that's like one of the least romantic signs ever. It's about friendship, mind you. You do need a friendship to have a proper, true love, I would say. But, or it's not built on a firm foundation, but you know what I mean? But anyway, the fact is, it's like when I said that recently with someone, like, you know, I actually do, you know, I do like it. It's, I don't think there's anything wrong with a day where, you know, guys go out and get somebody a bunch of flowers and chocolates. Like, what's fucking wrong with that? You know what I mean? If people want to do that, they can do that. But, you know, I do get it, because really, if you love somebody, you should show them it every day, and not through flowers and chocolate and that. Like, it's the little things that you know are special to the person, and it doesn't need to be things, it doesn't need to cost money. That's how I feel about it. But I fucking love flowers, guys, and I buy myself flowers, because if there's nobody here to buy me flowers, I'm buying myself flowers, and they're pulling me to the rose. So I do feel Mary Magdalene and Jesus energy is very important in this connection. And again, that'll be why I'm channeling it, because it is to me too. So there's a wee mini card that wants to jump out of this. The Hanged Man. So someone's coming out of a bit of a pause here. And yeah, Four of Cups, I feel it's you. You're coming out of a bit of a pause and a bit of being fed up. And notice I did say it was a male, and I feel this could really connect to your inner child. I feel this is like a guide that's trying to work with you right now. It could be someone that's helped you in person recently. It can be a mix of everything, but it's like trying to help you to feel a bit better here. And yeah, the Chariot, because there's been delays and stuck energy. But there's new beginnings coming. I love that, and I do feel it's because of the attacks that you've had, the spiritual warfare. So but we don't talk about it because it's over now. We're moving forward. So, where's the fucking book? I'm like, right. So I'm telling you, the energy is like, and I've just opened up at that again, just to really hammer home whatever that said. So 19, and I'm going to probably whiz through quite a lot of the rest of it. So, Aristotle walks alongside you. His energy is vibrant yet soothing. He reminds us that happiness is the goal to life, not the pursuit of it, but being in the present mind, body, and soul, and to be fully open to experiences in the grandest capacity. Aristotle guides you to unleash unresolved, bottled emotions in safe and transformative ways. Oh my God. Closing the door on matters that keep us weighed down in small dramas. That's powerful. There's been 2 cards about closing a door. This is to do with the portal that was going on last night and the work that was happening last night that I was involved with, and like I said, it affects the collective. So that's going to speak to others out there. Aristotle's energy assists the spirit to awaken and connect to the deep, rich wisdom of the earth. Basically, what I'm saying is a door has been closed on a dark situation. Don't open it again. That's the message. And don't answer the door when those dark energies, basically it's the devil coming through different people, knock. So fucking hell, that's a bit of a strong message, but people need to hear it. I'm taking on board too. Within silent meditation, his energy opens the heart and throat chakras, awakening creative expression, connecting our spirit to the Akashic records, which is what I'm doing whenever I do any of these, to undercover our soul's mission in life. As Aristotle opens his arms out to the earth and teaches us that the way in the creating positive change is to avoid extremes, he urges us to begin in small steps, making sure to always have a bigger goal ahead, to celebrate the hard-fought wins. I think that ties into when I said, it's important that we've got guides and mentors that we trust and teachers that, that we don't go like head first into a lot of this work, especially any of the stuff that people see me doing. Remember, I've done this for a long time and I know what I'm doing. I'm not just talking about my past life, although I do completely honour people's past lives, but it's like I know what I'm doing and I've worked very hard to be empowered at that, and you can get to that too, but you've got to have patience with this stuff. So, don't run before you can walk, whoever needs to hear that, because it's dangerous is basically what I'm saying. It's like I was talking last night about, it's like people that dive head first into big things like psychedelics and ayahuasca and that, and for a shortcut. It's, dangerous stuff can happen when people do stuff like that, dark stuff. You're opening up portals. So each their own. I can't tell people what to do, but it's kind of like different platforms and that are out there that I've made it very clear. There's some social media platforms that are more portals to hell than others. There's you know what I mean, the talk of the tick. But anyway, it's some have got to be out there transmuting energy in these places, but just limit your time on these things. Again, it's just whatever. So Aristotle opens up his arms to the earth and teaches us that the way in creative positive change is to avoid extremes. He urges us to begin in small steps. Right, they want me to read that again. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. There's something about forgiveness and letting stuff go there too. There's something about that. So, right, let's see what this Martin guy's got to say. I just opened up at that again. This is a really important energy. If this speaks to you, it's really important. So that's really powerful. Okay, this is, again, they're saying to me, you're going to make a really wonderful, and I don't say wonderful, but they're saying you're going to make a really wonderful loving father one day. Supportive partner. Some of you that watch this might already be that, of course, but it's supportive partner and hard worker. Joseph is a heralded icon and divine masculine, both loving and strong in all forms. He was a skilled man of great inner knowledge and heart. The pain that you've went through has prepared you to be a really amazing father when it's the right time. And when I say father, that's really powerful, because I would just say dad. if you know what I mean. So, and my words are going a bit funny in this, but I'm just rolling with it. So, spiritual pilgrimage, patron saint of charity, that'll really speak to this person. Also, the feast day is the November 11th, so this could be an important date later on this year. It could have been significant of the year just past, or it just might be an anniversary. Saint Martin Caballero breaks down any barriers around the heart and teaches to open up to accepting the kindness and unexpected help of strangers in the universe. Sorry, I'm feeling very emotional. I'm tapping into the person this is going to speak to. You deserve that, because you do that for others all the time, quietly. You and the special people around you. So that's why you deserve this back, from all different avenues that it comes to you, past, present and future. Saint Martin Caballero, you're worthy. Governs the throat, heart and solar plexus chakras, is effective in providing not only spiritual protection but activates premonitions and heightens clairvoyant senses. Wherever that has been fucked with you, get ready for that to come back full beam. That stops here. You heard what that said. Activates premonitions and heightens clairvoyant senses. Allow it to happen. Just stay grounded with it. Saint Martin's story is also one that reflects the inspiration of opportunity, spiritual success, especially in business endeavours. He reminds us how to live lives of service through noticing the simplicity of small luxuries and giving back with sincere gratitude. He shares with us that a healthy fear of hunger always drives our body to move and get real work done. Saint Martin Caballero, I don't know if I'm saying it right, works closely with soldiers, horse owners, riders, fashion designers, wool weavers, charity operators, volunteers, recovering alcoholics, low-income earners and spiritual healers. Well, I probably should know how, see what I mean? Like, this guy probably works with me and I don't know it, because that sounds like what I do too. But I know that who this one, at least one person I know this is going to speak to. But I know it's speaking to loads of you out there, because that's how collective energy works. That's what this person's all about. So you could be this person too. It can be lots of different people. And I dare say it probably does speak to him too. Because again, remember, you could be a woman, but you could have been connected to some of these men in the past. Because I do feel connected to that one at least. But yeah, powerful. This person wants to give back to the collective in a big way too. When they do now, but they will in a bigger way. You know, even if you come in a lot of money one day, which I feel you will. As I walk upon this path of life, Saint Martin guides my soul to light. Right, so now we'll read Socrates 35. I might need to go and check on the pie again in a minute, but I will. And isn't that funny? That was just about, you know, food. I'm saying that means something too. I don't know what that's. It's your turn to get a chance. It's your turn to get a slice of the pie. Just let me Google that. That's what I'm hearing. I kind of know what it means, but. Your turn to get a slice of the pie. Okay, Google didn't like that. I didn't spell any of it right, but sometimes it does just still. Wait a minute, I need to spell it right. Oh fuck. Wait a minute, I'll pause it. Okay, I'm absolutely amazed, and this is why I'll never get bored of helping people activate, awaken and amplify your clairs, your clairvoyance, your clairsentience, your clairaudience, your clairgustos, I said for some of the more rare ones, but you know, all the clairs, because that's what I'm here to do for people. And stay tuned, because I will be getting back to when I do basically my version of psychic school, which I've done before. But it's been a few years since I've done it. I'll do that in group Zooms, and I'll encourage you with your clairs, you know, because for a lot of people you'll work very strongly with one or two, and then there's a few people that might be like me and it's all of them. But again, with that's overwhelming. So I'd like to help people with how that, because that's just what happens to me all the time. So anyway, listen to this. What does get a slice of the pie mean? Some of you will have known, but I just needed to read this. Part of the profit or benefit from something, or part of the amount of something that is available. So it's like you deserve to get this, you deserve to benefit back from the good that you've already done and from all the good that you're going to do. And again, this person is carrying this wisdom through from past lives, and a lot of ones that aren't here too that he knows about, and whoever else is connected with this. So the father of philosophy. Oh, look at that. So guys, this is, again, I'm not going to go too deep in, I'm not going to go into details because it's obviously private info, but I know that that person's keen to write something, so I'll be excited to see what in divine time, because there's never any rush. Whenever, listen, I'm so grateful when you write reviews, you'll have no idea. And if any of you are up for doing a video talking about it, please do get in touch and let me know, because, you know, that is helpful. But basically, yeah, there was when I woke up to the smashed bowl on the ground, on my kitchen floor, I was like, what the fuck? Because I'm an incredibly light sleeper. I'm wolf medicine as well as all the rest. I wake up at anything, you know. A lot of the time it just feels like I'm not even properly asleep. Like I'm always alert, unless I was drunk and I can go into a very deep sleep. Sorry, it's doing that again. It's doing my tits in. Energies are trying to annoy me because I'm trying to get this important message out, but I can handle it. Can you handle it? I can handle it. Just see if that's annoying you. It's doing that. Just listen rather than looking, because it's annoying me. But I don't always look down. It might have been doing it for ages. I just looked down and saw it. It's not going to stop us putting this out, guys. Yeah, but basically, long story short, like, I can't believe I didn't hear that. That's mind-boggling to me. But this is a creepy thing. This is how real, you know, I'm a medium that things do materialize physically for me, but it's not always, but it's usually amazing physical materialization, like, you know, little things from spirit. And again, I'm not just talking about a feather or a coin here, guys. Like, when I used to document this stuff daily, and I'm not talking about on this name, this was years before I started this, so it's well over 10 years ago that I've done this. I found some of the most amazing things on the ground, and especially after people close to me died, they would give me things from spirit. So I know that sounds a bit far out there, but again, one day, you know, maybe I can elaborate on that, but it's not where I'm at right now. And anyway, so but that's what happened in a not so nice way. Like, I knew when I got up half asleep, I was like, what the fuck? First of all, why didn't I hear it? And what the hell? And I was like, wait a minute, what is Greece? I was like, who smashes plates again? And I was like, I'm sure it's Greece. And so, of course, I Googled, although I know it is Greece. And it was because they told me. But then I was like, I have to check sometimes. And I was like, yeah, it is Greece. And I was like, right, so I feel the session I'm about to do, there's going to be something about Greece. It must be a past life about Greece, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, we know what the connection was. And yeah, so there's going to be a connection for this person too. But so this is what I mean. I think there's lots of things about Greece for us all right now. Because for me, the big one is that's what I mean. That's one of my big past lives, that the Oracle of Delphi, because I've always said that I'm connected to that. And well, actually, I always used to say it's Apollo, god of the sun, but that's what Oracle of Delphi is. It's like, you know, when you know about it. Again, remember, I didn't know the details of that. That was just channeled to me from somebody that I trust many years ago. And it's just over the years, it's really made more sense what it means, because that's why I always say they're talking through me. So for instance, I don't know about you, but I love it when I see orbs flying about somebody's head when they're channeling. But that's the spirits talking to the person. God is speaking through me. That's the difference. So that's why it's not that you won't see orbs around me, but I don't tend to see it. But I watch my videos back and I never see it. Although last night, it does happen on live Zooms. They're just shy around me. I did see a flash of blue light, and now I'm being drawn to the Archangel Michael guidebook over there. So that Archangel Michael, I feel it was Archangel Michael actually, the energy that's just made sense. That's just clarified it. It was Archangel Michael. Yeah, we know that. Actually, we know that because we spoke about him a lot, but that's just clarified it. Archangel Michael is protecting you if you resonate with this. But basically, that's why, you know, there's not a need for people to see orbs around me, because God is just talking through me. So if you get that, you get it. And then you'll be like, but what about when you're channeling my granny? She's talking through me. I know, fucking weird, guys. But anyway, not all the time. Sometimes the person is talking to me, and I can tell the difference when I watch it back, and I find it fascinating. But there's other things that are creepy. Sometimes I'm saying it and I feel I'm just channeling it like I usually do, but actually and they're drawing me the word mediumship, actually say the granny or the auntie or your friend in spirit is actually speaking through me. And sometimes I don't notice, and because I'm tired or whatever. So it's if you ever notice, wait a minute, Claire's just mentioned, you know, not only she mentioned the song that was my friend's favourite song, but she's actually, her mannerisms and what she's doing with her hand is like what he done or she done. I feel I must have done that recently for me to go that in detail. But it just reminds me of another medium friend of mine years ago. I was just talking really fast, and we were both mediums, and so she was like, Claire, the way you're putting your hands in the prayer position is reminding me of what my granny used to do. I don't know what I was doing, but I was like, all right, so this is what I mean. I do involuntary movements, like when I just cut a deck randomly, or I change what I was going to use. It's like them doing it through me, and it's so anyway. Blah blah blah. Well, most people know this, but again, it's like I'm teaching as I'm going here. I know why. It's Sag Moon. I'm a Sag Moon. Sag Moon is the teacher and learning. But wait a minute, I need to turn the oven off because this is a bit longer. It's so funny, like I can feel when people are worried, like, oh my god, Claire's gonna burn her tea. I've turned it off, so it's fine. And I won't, even if I'm like another half an hour or something, it will be alright, but I'll not be that long, but whatever I might be, fuck knows. This feels important anyway, I'm getting in it. So give it a like. Even if one bit of this resonated with you, please give it a like, and even better if you comment. But again, no pressure at all, including if this is like, wow, this was all mine. You don't need to comment. I find other amazing people out there and I don't comment. Some I do, some I don't. And if I don't comment, I've got my reasons for it. But believe you me, I'm sending so many prayers and gratitude. And that's how I know that there's people that watch me that are so grateful. But for whatever reason, they don't say it and they don't comment. But what I always say is, why are you no liking? I don't know if you've liked it. Anyway, so I just got drawn to 5555. Big changes are coming for you if this resonates. Get ready. So, Socrates reminds us to bring the divine into your life and break down the walls that stifle and numb the creative soul. This is what's been happening to you, unfortunately. There's been some heavier devilish energy that you've been around in recent years, and they were trying to siphon your gifts, and we don't want to go on about it too much more now, because that's just, forget about that. It's done. Don't talk about it. It's done. You have a story to tell inside your bones, ready to bear its honest face. Resolution is brewing and apologies are forthcoming. Be open and take a step at a time. Wow, that's interesting. So look out for the soul work that you've done recently. People may come forward to apologise. Now, it could be people that you would like an apology from, and you're willing to give them a chance, but I'm more getting a feeling that it's people that you don't want anything to do with. So do what you've got to do there. It's sometimes it can be a trick, when sometimes it is just generally someone's went through their own spiritual awakening and they want to apologise, but it depends what went on that they're apologising for. Now, obviously, I'm talking about karmic energies of a very dark kind is what I feel I'm picking up on with this, but like serious spiritual psychic attack is what I'm feeling here. But if it's things like twin flames coming back, apologising and that's completely different. That's the other fucking half of your soul, so that's what people really need to understand. So anyway, but yeah, there's some sort of apology coming, so again, just take that information as you will. Socrates appears to us at unexpected times, and we're in Aquarius season, expect unexpected. Connecting through dreams and visions to teach us new information. I know this happens to at least one of the people watching this, but it'll be anyone who connects. He activates the crown and the throat chakras during energy work. And again, this is I clear energy at the crown and the soul star, where people are cut off from a lot of their gifts. I mean, all the chakras. I mean, throat chakra too, because I'm always empowering people to speak up and be seen and stuff. But these are important chakras for you here, the crown and the throat. And when we're on our life's mission, he tells us that true philosophy has its roots in streets among those living close to the bone of life, showing us that continued resilience through life's lessons of struggle, pain, sorrow, and tragedy are catalysts for powerful breakthroughs. Again, scarily in line with who this is really going to resonate with. And again, I know at least one person could speak with loads more. He reminds us that wisdom is not born to be rich and affluent, but learned through sacrifices and hardships thrown in life. No matter how many trials and pain you go through, you must open your heart up again and again and again. Wow, and that's why I used to close the door on the horrible situations. He consciously reminds us of our origins, of where we've come from. He sits the ego down and look at what I've said about that film. Take this on board, people out there. He sits the ego down and points out the importance of connecting with our neighbours, family, friends, strangers along the journey. He comes through to tell you that a part of yourself has rested on the physical for too long. If you owe an apology to another, now is the time to knock on their door and apologise. Let the weight of it all go. But again, if that speaks to someone out there, take it on board. I dare say it will actually really speak to some divine masculine energies regardless of gender. But if you know that in this situation, this is picking up on something really dark that happened to you, and you're owed an apology, but actually there's some situations that are in life that are like, I'd rather just the person, the biggest apology would be just stay the fuck away from me. Do you know what I mean? Like, but, or, like or I can think of situations in my life where it's like, I've been kind in the fact that I'll let somebody sort of, I'll be kinder. But again, I've had situations in my life where people come back, but they actually don't apologise, they don't take any personal responsibility. And if more than that, they gaslight you and they just come at you like they were coming at you before. That's not okay. And it's just not okay. And it's not growth, and it's actually really cheeky. So I don't want anybody putting up with bullshit like that. Again, it's all about boundaries around here. But it doesn't mean you can't forgive people like that. But there's a lot to learn about healing your, it's healing the ego, really. If you know you're in the wrong and you don't apologise for it, but it's way more than that. What I'm picking up on for that particular person, it is a dark entity. It's basically, I don't like saying it a lot, but it was the devil. That's what I was picking up clearing last night, people. It was like the devil. And the thing is, we saw it, like we saw what, and I know this from, from basically God's training, but, actual training and like everything else. It's like, there is an entity, whatever you want to call it, that moves through people and causes havoc. And if you've not seen The Witches of Eastwick, that's a brilliant example of that. It's kind of it's a horror, but it's a quirky one. But I mean, particularly the scene where it's like the woman that's actually basically like me. She's like she's a seer, but she's like, going to church and everything, and she's like, "You're not listening to me. He's fornicating with lots of different women in that place, and he's impregnating them with the devil." It was all this kind of shit, right? And people are like, right, she's batshit crazy, but actually she was bang on. So do you know what I mean? And it's horrible because it's like there's a scene where I'm just going to describe it to you. There's a scene where like the three women that he's basically seducing, because he's basically the devil, like they're all eating cherries, but he's set the intention that when he eats the cherries, that woman, because he knows that woman can see him in his true form, he makes the woman starts coughing up the cherry pips, and then she starts throwing up. I'm not telling you what happens next, it's fucking disgusting, but that's, I mean, I've not even got a word for how dark that is. And shit like this like horrifying shit like this can happen. This is what I clear for people. So I have to describe these things so that people know who to come to. I'm a last resort for a lot of people. And yes, I know a lot of you, it doesn't happen that dark and you don't see demons appear in people. But I'm sorry, I see it happen regularly in people on Zooms and in person. I'm just telling you how it is. That's real life. Watch They Live if you don't understand what I'm talking about. And I'd saw people saying that to me before over the years, and I hadn't bothered to watch it because I thought I don't like horrors. But thank God I fucking did watch it, a few weeks ago, because holy shit, man. It's quite funny, and there's like a fight that goes on for far. The fight goes on forever. It goes on for about 20 minutes. And somebody I was talking to about recently was like, called it a camp fight, and I thought that's hilarious. Because I thought, I was watching it myself, and I thought, how fucking long does this need to go on? I muted it and started fucking painting my nails. I thought, this is a bit boring. I don't like violence like that. But yeah, brilliant film, anyway. Watch it though. But it's kind of quirky and funny, but it's scary because it is really what's going on, and that's what I can see. So when you watch that film and you see that the guy puts the sunglasses on and you can see people in their true form, that's what it's like having the placements that I've got. So it's not easy, but it's disturbing. Not everyone is who they say they are. Put it that way. Where did I get to on this? Resolution, yeah, I read that bit. Let him that would move the world first move himself, Socrates. Powerful. Right, so what's the next one? We've got, I'll put this here because I'll be doing it tomorrow, I think. So, and sorry I didn't put one out last night, but again, sorry, not sorry. It's like, the work I was doing with people was more important in that case. So, right. And you will have felt it too. We're all a soul family here. You will have. I feel a lot of other people will have been going through dark stuff. So I will be praying for you in just over 2 hours, because I've suggested that, and it's just a suggestion, that we all pray at 11:11 GMT, UK time. So you can check on Google what that is for you, and don't worry if you miss it. Just set the intention that whatever time that is, and if you're asleep in that, just to join in. And I will, if I'm still awake, I will. I'll do a bit extra, because when I pray, it really doesn't take a lot for me to do that, but it depends. I'm going to hold a bit of a stronger intention, do a bit of clearing and healing if people are open to it, and actually that can give you a taster of what I'll be doing on my paid content on the Ko-fi platform, but yeah, I'll keep I feel I will keep the prayer things like what we're doing anyway, but I'm just feeling guided to, or I'll just set the intention to do it in my sleep, to be honest. I'll do a bit of just I might even be awake, but I'm going to watch Love Island and try and stay awake and go to sleep probably right after. That's what I'll do. If I can, I'm going to stay awake until 11:44, and then I'm going to hopefully go to sleep about midnight. But I feel you must try to plan everything, person, because listen to me, this is your energy. Whoever resonates with. I fall asleep when I fall asleep. So, just like when people wake up when they wake up, see what they're doing there? Your twin flame wakes up in divine time and not a moment sooner. Don't knock your pan in. I know it can look like I'm knocking my pan in. Not only try to wake up all the twins, but wake up my own in it. Yeah, it can feel like that. But you surrender and trust that happens when it's meant to. And all the work that you've put into yourself to heal yourself you'll see it in your twin. But be proud of yourself, but be really proud of them too, because they've been going through their own hell, and it's like I always say, I've helped people in really dangerous situations where I had to hold the space for them to heal themselves. But it's like there's literal physical things that have happened that if it wasn't for the person taking the big brave move to get themselves away from dangerous places, it wouldn't have happened. So yes, I had played a part in it, but the person could just take on all the guidance and support and healing and not move. You know what I mean? And it takes courage to really actually. It actually reminds me of what I just posted in the community tab. Like when Rose knows she's surrounded by narcissists and horrible people, but she's scared. And when she jumps off the boat to go and get Jack, think about how brave that is. Like, I know it's just a film, but like things like this happen really. That is the divine masculine when they're like, you know what, fuck it. I'm following my heart. And I know this person actually loves me unconditionally. And no matter what I've done in life, they forgive me. They unconditionally love me. And in the case of twin flames, they are me. That's the way it came out. It's true. Yeah, and they've just laid me that. Surrender, procrastination. Right, so, and if you're surrounded by people that don't love you like that, it's like, which sadly nearly everyone, a lot of people are, but if you've got somebody that loves you like that and they're wanting you in their lives and you're, pushing them away, like if you're even the slightest bit awake, like, don't sit on that shit. And I'd certainly, so again, I always stress, if you are a divine masculine and you're in healing and you're regaining your energy and you're like, look, I just need a little bit longer and then I'm going to go to my person, you've got this, do your thing. But they talk through me. So what gifts did you have then that you have now? Oh, see what I mean? This is why I like this. Right, I'm going to use this deck for that. Downloads and understanding, Lady Venus. Truth has been revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and astral realms. Well, I feel it's just the ability to tap in to the powerful downloads. And I feel this person in particular, you do get a lot of, like, what I would say kind of sciencey, analytical kind of stuff coming in. And there he is, because I mentioned him. Archangel Michael, you're safe. Angels, stand close. Surrender your concerns. Allow a miracle to occur. That is to do all the energy work that you've been taking part in, whether it be group stuff or personal. Just allow the miracles to unfold now. Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognised. You're loved unconditionally. Notice I said you're loved unconditionally. They're just backing me. I couldn't say that there. They're just backing it up that, if miracles are coming your way and you're attracting, I've just realised something as well. If you're somebody that's attracted a situation where you get a lot of support coming your way, like just serendipitously, however that comes, whether it's money or, like I say, when we done that challenge, it's not always money that people come into. Sometimes it could be like, for instance, like I do free sessions with people here and there, right, when I'm guided to. That's abundance, isn't it? Like, but you deserve it. My guides don't let me help people for free that don't deserve it, guys, because I've went through my time of that. If you end up getting my support in some kind of miraculous way, just be grateful. That's all I ask. Be grateful, and it's helpful if you let me know you're grateful, and we're evens. You know what I mean? You don't need to even the score. It's just if you put a wee prayer out for me when I'm doing it as well, it's a bit, yeah. child. This is all about healing your inner child. And practice makes perfect. I also feel they're saying, because it was connected to what gifts did you have then that you've got now, you're good with children, or you will be. And so there's something, I feel there must have been a bit of a fear here about that. You know, it's like nobody gets it right all the time. And retreat, I do feel this is about you taking a bit of time to integrate the healing that you're doing right now. So what gifts did you have then that you have now? Atlantis cards. Look, there's a baby again. So there's a lot about you're good at healing children. You want to do something with healing children, or it'll be the healing effect you're going to have around your own children or children close around you, or that you already have. When babies were born in the Golden Age, crystals from their home planet materialised beside them. Because all humans go through the veil of amnesia and on incarnation, people were unable to remember their stellar origins. However, when they held their birth crystals, they made an unconscious connection with home and felt a sense of peace and comfort that helped them during their time on Earth. But also, crystals, yeah, but that reminds me like when you meet certain people and you can connect past lives. So that feels relevant too. Strengthen your connection to home, which may mean meditating on your stellar origins. Alternatively, it may suggest that you explore your background and ancestral heritage. You may even need to put down more roots to enhance your feeling of belonging, which you can do by meeting new people, deepening friendships, and developing interests locally. But that's because I feel for this person, you've had to leave. That just reached 111 as well. You've had to start again and start anew, which took a lot of courage to leave behind people that were meant to love and care for you. And I know that at least one person I know knows what that means. That takes courage. So give yourself credit for that. And you will attract amazing soul family even more than what you've already got because of that. And your twin flame is part of the soul family. And I can feel a lot of heat in a weird place. It's actually on my, I always like to say, just in case it's something a bit, it's like my left thigh, just above my knee. They're putting a bit of heat, like just as a patch of heat. So it doesn't need to be you've got a physical pain there. The knees are about self-worth. So I'm feeling a heat going there, but it could be physical too. Deepen your roots to create a solid foundation. So that's what they're working on in the 7 pillars of wisdom. Change your life by following the spiritual laws. So, right. And challenge. What was your greatest challenge then and maybe now? So let's go a bit shadowy, guys. So what was the biggest challenge of the people that are going to resonate with this? But I'm just going to say the person, home in on who I at least know who it's for. What was the challenge? The greatest challenge then and maybe now, it says. Oh, it is a shadow one. Manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills, right? So I hope you can take the trigger. And I did feel there was going to be a triggering card. That's what's come out. So, yeah. You're not that now, though. There was something around that in the past. And, oh God, so that's why there was a connection to your present being around others like that growing up. That's what they're saying to me. But because of having a past life being like that and then being around people, it's like you're the most kindest, gentlest soul now. That's really lovely. So don't punish yourself for being that person in a past life. And again, remember guys, this is, as well as it's being very true, it's a bit of fun too. So take what resonates, leave the rest. It's not everyone's. Because I have to say that to people, because there's some, like, you know, I know specifically it was like a personal reading, and it's amazing how many people can connect with it. Like, because some of the ones I connect with too, and it's kind of like, you know, and some of the ones I don't. That's why I always have to say, like, look, it makes me cringe when sometimes I put stuff out. Like, and people have really got the message with that now. But it's like sometimes I really have to put out a blanket statement. Every time I'm posting about an exciting union or reunion, or I post things like I've done today, it doesn't even mean I'm in union or I'm coming into union. I mean, fucking hopefully one of these times it will, but I'll know fucking, it'll just, you know, happen like a bolt out of the blue. So that's what happens to all of us. So again, just, you know, be aware of that it's difficult to do what I do, and I cringe, I get shy and embarrassed at certain bits. I cringe at a lot of it, especially in a Sag moon, right? And it's Sag moon now because I am a Sag moon, but I have to push that aside to put this stuff out. So, yeah, it's just important you don't see mine or anyone's and make it yours, you know, because it might not be. Enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Yeah, there we go. That's you now. So that could have been you in the past, right? And it can be a tough pill to swallow sometimes. But yeah, I feel we've all at some point had some kind of dark past. So it's just good if you can. It was like I was laughing with someone I was doing something with recently. I remember it came through when someone was doing a healing me years ago. That it's like I've got like an old hag energy that helps me, and like when you read it, it's like I can actually see how that bit is me, because it's like the bit that has to be quite, um, I don't know, like get into the dark stuff and kind of bits, to clear away dark stuff. You know what I mean? But it's quite interesting. I feel we've all got a bit of that in us. Um, yeah, mystic. You're a mystic. Reveals intimate union, revels in the intimate union with the divine. You know that. You know that. But I feel people around you growing up made you feel this delusional rapport with the divine. People gaslit you when you were younger. Don't let them do that. Don't let them have that anymore. You have got a connection. Just stay grounded with it. I feel that film will really speak to the people that are connected with this, the Jesus revolution, because I knew I was watching that for me too. I knew what they were saying, but the thing is, the reason why they work massive miracles for me, and I mean massive, and this isn't new, but one of them, what happened last night was, like I said, it's not often, like I'm usually like, this happens all the time, but I still like to stay grounded and humble with it, but that one's, yeah, I just kept being like, fuck off, do you know what I mean? Because I do that, to be like, are you, like, I was like, are you playing with, you know what I mean? But no, it was only the person themselves is actually going to know, and the people close around them, what actually happened. Me, obviously, because it worked through me, but anyway, I can't even begin. It was a miracle. It was a miracle. You can't explain it. It was a miracle. We held space for a miracle. It happened. So if anyone else there, if you do feel like nothing's impossible, basically. If you're having a difficult time with friends, family, your twin flame, physical pain in your body, nothing's impossible. There's people that have massively fucked me over, and if there's situations where I'm like, this seems impossible right now, but I'm holding space for a miracle. There's always space for miracles, but when if it's, say for instance, like somebody hates you or something, it's just inevitable. You've got to hold space for, the patience to that, to unvolve and move through it. And well, if it's something like that, you need to set boundaries. But time can heal situations, but it doesn't mean you need the same people back in your life. You don't need to take these people back in. If you don't feel safe having people around you like that, don't have them around you, either indefinitely or at least for a while. So I don't really need to hear that, but that came out. So, revelation, what karma needs undoing? These questions are bang on, Kyle Gray. So what karma needs undoing? Let's see if, I'm going to use these again. Let's see if karma clearing comes out at Saint Germain. That's how I work every day, and a lot of you feel connected to it as well. Ascension. Well, that's why they made me get this deck then. That was definitely what was happening on that Zoom last night. Like, that's why we spoke for so long. Like, it was time for us to go up a gear. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. But if you're connecting with this, all the people that do, you've endured a lot of darkness in your past, and you've had a lot of karmic energy around you. And it's, it's time to allow yourself to be free, forgive yourself, and move on. And it's time to shine your fucking light. Shine your light. Your internal guidance coming through loud and clear. I love the drama of it. Help. What energy will support you? So what energy will support you? It'll be funny if like an old lady or something comes out of this now when I just said that. So look, there's a crow medicine. Because that might be relevant. What karma? Oh wait, I just read that. So what energy will support? Oh my, you're kidding. Like, I can't. The person note, like, that's so, I mean, I don't even need to read from the book here, right? Shed that old skin. That's basically what this has all been about, right? And I feel that's why they want me to do it while I'm still in the energy of like what I was doing with people last night. I spoke a lot about snake medicine last night because Scorpio is snake medicine, but also snake medicine is very potent. That's like when I was saying in this video at some point, you've got to be very careful what you dabble with and what you're ready for, because when it's darker stuff that people need to battle and demons and stuff, that's where, like, that's why I said this last night in the session, but I'm going to say it for everyone to hear because I say it every now and again. You could be a healer yourself, but if you're sent something that's way out your depth and you don't send it to someone like me or anyone else that deals with really dark stuff like what I do, that's quite an injustice, to not to me, to the people that you're, because it's like if you know it's way out your depth, then don't deal with it. Other people will come your way. You know what I mean? But that's what was coming through very strongly. Like, not everyone can work with that kind of energy. But anyway, I always get really serious with that, but it is Scorpio, it's like, but anyway, so yeah, for you, it is basically, that this is supporting you, snake meds, it's supporting you to release the old. So like I said, anyone that's connected with me recently, or this can even be when I'm doing the live streams, there's a huge clearing energy that comes with every Scorpio moon, and that was rough. So I very much hope you're going to experience the daylight, the sun, the rainbow after the storm energy with Sag moon. So, and that's why I can lead us, that's what I was saying, I can lead us through the dark, because I've got a Scorpio rising conjunct my Pluto, so I've had my fair share in the dark, and believe me, it can still be pretty dark, and I don't know what the fuck is coming next, right? As psychic and a seer as I am. But, and that's New Earth energy, you have to be in the moment. I spoke about this, we had a conversation with someone recently, but I've been saying it the whole time, you need to stay in the moment. Like, my mum asked me the other day what I want to do for my 40th. Like, I don't know, that feels ages away, but it's not. My birthday is 18th of April, but it's like, everything's changing day by day so quickly, I've no idea. So, you know what I mean? And I'm really that big on, like, I fucking forget what age I am. Obviously, I remember when although I did say about a week ago, I said when I'm 40 next year, but I've been saying that long that I'm actually 40 in a couple of months. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah, the astrology is rough from that eclipse in April on the 8th. So, yeah, we just have to take it day by day, in my opinion. So, rise, how will it help you grow? So how will the clearing and that snake medicine that I feel that is working around you just now, how what was I going to say, how will that help you grow? What cards will we use here? I'm going to use the Kali cards for some reason, and this is because these are strong cards. Do you know what I have to say? I'm really getting tired now, but what's reminding me of, guys, is a King Arthur film when the snake medicine, the seer, basically she said something, basically, oh yeah, that's relevant. This is going to be relevant if this makes sense to you. He's like, I can't do it. Like, King Arthur's like, I can't pull the sword out of stone. I can't remember exactly what he said, something like that, right? And she's like, I don't know, probably something along the lines of, no, you think you can't do it, but actually you're the only one that was meant to do it. I need to show you what they're pulling me to as I'm saying this. They're pulling me to everything to do with swords when I'm saying that. So this might resonate with some women too, because there's a woman with a sword, but it's like, look, Sword of Light, they're pulling me, maybe they're telling me to use that deck. If I can get to it, I'll use it, I don't know what it is. But yeah, he has to feel worthy to be that person to do it. It's kind of like he's like, why me? I'm not important enough. But it's like, I've went through that stage of my journey, right? It's like, why me? Like, for instance, especially, and it's like they've taken me up a gear, because it's like, with what happened last night, I'm kind of like, before I would have been like, why have you chose me to work this miracle through? Like, and you fucking do feel like Jesus in that moment, guys. I'm not going to lie to you, because it is fucking Jesus' energies working through you. Or Goddess Isis in the case. It was Jesus and Goddess Isis, you know what I mean? It depends if you look at it. But it's like, I now just see it as, if I don't use that, like, that's why I get ill. If I don't share the healing that I know pulses through my veins, I get ill, because I'm meant to share it. Do you know what I mean? But I am allowed to benefit back. And that's what's really shifted for me over the years, is that takes a lot of energy to be the vessel to do that. And look, 1, 2, 3, fuck it, let's go, Ascension. So whoever needs to hear that, it is time to free yourself from what has been. Oh my God, I love it. There'll be no regrets about doing this, Tired. Learn from it, but not allow it to define you or direct the course of your life. Give up your stories about the past. I feel like I want to cry again for the person, all the people that this fits with. You've outgrown them. Kali consumes mistakes, sins, and negativities, which is exactly what I was doing. Whenever I'm doing anything. Let her free you now, so you can be open to the gift of your life unfolding. You've went through enough. We started with sage, which is what that's about as well. Snake medicine is about the same thing. And that's saying the same thing. It's all saying the same thing. But the person needs to hear it. All the people that need to hear that. Right, so I just opened the page. It's Seer and Great Teacher Jesus. I've just been talking about Jesus, and I literally I've lost Jesus again in the book, but I'm sure you trust what I'm saying. There he is. You're a great teacher. Learn from your spiritual experience. It's like, Jesus works for you. Know that what's happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. everything you've went through, the pain you've went, I say this all the time, people, but it's true. All the pain you've went through in your life is going to make a lot more sense one day. But just take your time with wherever you're at in your healing journey right now, and make sure you're going to the healers that you trust to help you with the dark stuff you need. Because like I said, that is my biggest bugbear, is I see really powerful healers out there, but I can see when they're not integrating their shadow and they're doing a disservice to their powerful work. I can still honour and see somebody's light and their gifts, but I can also see when somebody's putting on a good show, but they're not, like, a lot, I'm going to be honest, a lot of twin flame people out there, like, that's my gift. So I know that might make people, some people feel uncomfortable. Some people might be like, who gives a fuck, you could be talking shit, I really don't care. But that is my gift, because I'm a twin flame teacher, and they channeled to be a master teacher of this. Because of just how long I've been doing this, and how long I've been in the journey, and how long I can, and how much I can do all these things, and it's only twin flames. That's what's unique to me. Is yeah, that's people could really up their game by finding somebody that they trust, and I am that person if you trust me. But I can't force people to trust me. Do you know what I mean? I'm only here to spread the message, and I've been spreading it a long fucking time. I'm not going to tell everyone your secrets, guys. I want to help people. I will if you let me, and you're doing it in a testimonial, or even better, you come and share your story. But it's like, if you're somebody that's high profile or something, because I do feel that there's a lot of people that are going to be led to it. Like I said, I already know there are people that are got a lot bigger channels than me that do tune in, and like I said, it's like, I hope you do get help from it, but maybe you need a wee bit more help than just tuning in the videos. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact the way that my chart will line up with some people's charts out there, there'll be words that I say that activate you in a massive way, that give you the downloads that you actually need to deliver to people for this. That's important. That's why I care about people. I'm doing a way shore job that's a big important job, and I'm even going really serious as I'm channeling this, but there's some people that are doing an even bigger job than me. It's not a competition, but we're all new leaders, we're all new earth leaders, right? If you're twin flame, you're all here to do some big important stuff, and it's a Pluto and Aquarius is about community and support. And that's why I'm saying, like, if you're genuine out there, there's not a lot of genuine people. We all need to pray for each other and have each other's back, and not let the devil break up powerful people. I've had it happen in my life. I always hold space for miracles to happen, for the situations to be resolved, whatever needs to be resolved, because there's too many things like that have happened in my life. But it's like, you know, anyway, that's just what's coming out. So I feel that's part of this message for the person that this is for as well, you know. But again, like I said, if someone fucks you over and they've went too far with you, know when to, you don't need to let people back in your life. But I feel there's people watching this that somebody could have really hurt you, but you want them back if they, you know, if they take, it's about this, this is a chat I had with people last night. It's about personal responsibility. Personal responsibility is important. And that's what a lot of people don't take, you know, because it's drummed in by society to just kind of, that's a weakness. It's not. It takes real strength. Actually, I've done that recently too. It's like, if you notice that somebody's feelings have been hurt, even if you might be wrong about it, or that, like, as with the work that I do when I'm doing this on here, if I notice that, like, you know, where's that person went? And again, listen, people watch me and they're all energetic, and then they disappear for months or even years, and they come back. And again, some of that's a bit of fuckery, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not fucking stupid when people do that, by the way. People that pop up and they're like, hi, and I can tell when it's genuine, and you've been not watching the videos, and then you're coming back and it's genuine. So I can tell that. But I can also tell if you watch everything, you lap it all up, you know that the stuff I've been putting out, the goodness of my heart, has been helping you, and then you pretend like, oh, I don't watch Claire stuff, I've done this all by myself, and you're like, no. You know what I'm saying? That's a wee bit shady, and it's, you know, but I still keep putting my shit out to help the people that are genuinely need it, because they've got important things to do in the world. So I'm just saying, don't ever feel like you can't. If you've been off the radar for a long time and you want to comment, yeah, by all means comment. But if you know that what I'm saying resonates with you, and you're a bit shady to me, or you send me evil eye, or you're jealous, or you try to be fake, don't even bother. It's an insult to my soul. God will tell me what you're up to. So do it at your own risk. But anyway, that's just for people who need to hear that shit, because there are people who watch me that haven't got good intentions. How will it help you grow? So how will it help you grow? Well, that'll help you grow, what I was saying there too, because that's come from growth. Oh, here they are. That's come from growth for me. Look, let's see if a portal card comes out here. Wait a minute, an archetype card just fell. Oh, it's that one again. Oh, look, it fell upright this time. How funny is that? So you can take the shadow aspect from your past life into your present. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom. Yeah, you see, you learn from the shadow part. I love it. That's why it literally did fall. Right, so it's like I've said that before as well, that it's like, look, if there's anyone that I've ever worked with in the past, and it's like things have went quiet between us for whatever reasons, because like I said, people do go weird on me, like, and it's sometimes it just situations are happen like that because God's like, right, you've done the work here, like Nanny McPhee, you need to move on. Like I've used the Nanny McPhee example for as long as I can remember, because people used to say that about me when I worked in nurseries. I was helping people with things like a lawyer, and and then they were like, and then once I'd helped people do what I was meant to do, and remember Lady Portia's about justice, so that makes sense. Like after I'd helped people with what was going wrong, which was bullying half the time. I know it was terrible when it was a nursery, but it was true. I had to move on, and actually one of the last nurseries I had to move on to this work. But it's kind of like what I'm saying is, like, if you're genuine and you actually are like, what, I haven't connected with Claire in years, but I'm circling back around and I feel like she's the person that needs to help me, even if things maybe didn't end on a good terms. Like I feel the need to say, like, look, I'm professional enough that I can help you. It depending on who it was, to be honest. If it was people from my personal life that really needed my help and I was the one that had to do it, I could do it. I feel I could do it, but it just really does. It depends. Like, that would need to be like, I would need to assess that. But I just feel the need to say that because I know that my energy can come across quite, I don't like saying scary, but I know some people feel like, fuck, she's going to tell me to fuck off. But it's like, I'm actually very polite. If I've ever told anyone to fuck off, they probably deserved it, to be honest. But it doesn't happen a lot. But anyway, so setting boundaries, there you go. But do it a bit more polite if you can. Threshold protection owner, hilarious. What was the question again? How will it help you grow? Yeah, that's what I had to do. People have taken the fucking piss out of me, but I'm not angry about it. I'm empowered, and I'm even saying, if you've taken the piss and you're wanting to make amends, then do it. I don't know how I don't know who you are that I'm saying this to. Touching earth, planting something new. Sacred action, decisive focus. Timeless dance of life, circle of eternal joy. Power over difficulty. Reclaiming your power. Yeah, that would be reclaiming your power. Righting your wrongs. So, yeah. So again, they were making me use the example of me. So I just feel that is about people that lurk on me that maybe can see that they've, you know what I mean? And like I said, if there's ever any time that anything I've said is like hurt anyone else out there or that, then you know what I mean? It's like I'm praying for you and apologising for whatever could have. But again, it's a bit different if it's this public stuff, to be honest, because what they do get me to trigger people through this, and it's not me doing it. And that's, oh shit, this came in through in the session. There's situations, right, that happen where you've got to take personal responsibility, like that. It's like, basically I had a big chat on that when we were doing that last night, that was about, when I was in my Dark Night of Soul, I healed the core wound of unworthiness. The core wound of unworthiness is basically what I healed. And there's a book called that too. It's great, by the way. I think it's a Shanti or something. But I listened to loads. It was big bibliography that I used to heal myself during my Dark Night. So basically, I just listened to shitload of books. That's actually, so there we go. I do tap in with that too, to heal myself. Because I was just, in the Dark Night of Soul, it's fucking the pits. It was numb, I just felt like shit and like hellish and that. So I'm not big on blame and shame and guilt and all that kind of stuff. But that doesn't mean you don't say sorry. You know what I mean? Like, when you recognise you've done wrong, say sorry. But like I always say, sometimes things have happened so many years ago that it might be a bit awkward or weird to go and approach somebody from like that, to be like, by the way, I'm really sorry when that happened. But it's just natural human nature that when you grow and evolve and you're like, I think I wasn't acting the best in that situation, and I actually know why. And it's like, now, and if I ever come across that person again, I'd want to say sorry. I think that takes a lot of strength. I've had moments like that in my life, and I know that people listen to this one. So it's, this is what I mean about I would always be open for someone saying sorry, but people need to be open for the fact that the people might not want you back in their life when you say sorry, and that's what can be a bit scary. So anyway, whoever needed to hear all that chat. So, but it helps you grow. Remember, the question was, how will it help you grow? We learn and we grow. What energy are you stepping into as a result of these karmic lessons? So let's see what the portal. There's definite portal going on last night. We're closing a dark portal. Yeah, karmic board clearing. Energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. That just nails it, right? That nails it for who I know at least this was speaking to, but it was speaking to a few people. Crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Again, at least one person that I know this is going to connect with, but I know it's connected with a lot of you. That's true. The crystal things come up twice here, but also the high vibrational energy. So just remember to ground yourself. Reminds me of kind of Pisces energy here that I'm picking up on. And what's Archangel Michael got to say to close this out? And then I'll go and get my tea. Boom, drop the mic. And again, I take credit for being the mouthpiece and doing it when I've, very tired and stuff. But it's God speaking through me. And yeah, the angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life, or is blessing your life. Do you cook or something? Culinary. And I can't normally say that word. That means that something you've not been able to do before, you're going to be able to do now, because I can't normally say that. I feel you're a good cook. Actually, I think I've actually heard that. I think that person is a good cook. I think I actually know that, but that just it did. So it's going to make sense to other people too. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light will enhance the strength. That this is why I'm like boom, drop the mic, because this is what I mean. This person's got big work to do in the world. Put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. You know what that is, and that'll be a different thing to different people. But if you're new to me, my gift is helping you find yours. That's been my tagline for years, and I think I might start dropping it in at the end of the videos if it feels natural like it did there. But if not, my gift is helping you find yours, okay? So if you're open to letting me help you do that, if you trust me, then I'm honoured. See you later.